obviously we just heard the news that he's departed the end of the season. I just wondering what's the reaction like among the players.
It's a big news for us as players. Stuart was he's an unbelievable coach, has been unbelievable for the club over the last 6 years, and it's big news to hear on a Monday morning. But it kind of spurs us on, and we haven't have Stuart for the rest of the season, so we want to go and give our best shot in both competitions for the rest of the season and send them off on a high. So everyone in the club are really thankful and grateful to have been coached by such an inspirational guy. Just a true character, like to help you as a player, help you grow as a player, help you grow as a team. He really did wonders for this club, and we're truly grateful for it.
The two of you would have probably arrived around the same time at Leinster, so you've seen the impact that he's made. It's going to be strange next season, I suppose, when you rock up to pre-season and he's not there anymore.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he arrived the same year as me, and when he walked in the door and gave his story, it was unbelievable. From telling where he's been and what he went through with England in the World Cup and how he built himself back up. Unbelievable resilience, and he really took Leinster as an organisation. Looked at us, and I think one thing that stands out is how he looks at and tries to develop every player in the building. On his trainings on a Monday, Tuesday, and a Thursday, he's always looking to include senior players playing on the weekend, but also the guys who aren't playing, and how can he improve them to grow the club. So that's probably what's been our weapon throughout the last few years is how the wider squad, the younger lads coming up have developed and have really stepped up when they've been given the chance. So that's all down to the Stu's hard work and what he's seen in the talent.
Have you noticed yourself that your game has progressed significantly under his guidance?
Absolutely, yeah. He always challenged you as a player, in a positive way. He'll always give you good feedback and things you can work on. So yeah, he'd always sit down at the start of the year and in the middle of the year, see how things are going and how we can get better and keep improving, keep developing. And another side is keep growing your leadership as a player. So yeah, he's been phenomenal for not just me but for a lot of players, and helped them get to the next level.
It was your first hit out of the season against Benetton on Friday. Are you pleased with how it went?
Yeah, it was good performance. Good to be back in the RDS and in front of a great crowd. Yeah, it was. All first game of the year is always going to be a little bit scrappy, kind of dust off the cobwebs. But it was great to get a bonus point win and come away with the 5 points. We're delighted with that.
The international players are obviously coming back a bit earlier than normal this season. Like, do you feel refreshed after the break you've had since New Zealand?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's been a good summer. We've had really good few weeks training and pre-season, and I suppose we were kind of straight back into training when we came back in after 5 weeks off. So didn't feel like we had much to catch up on really. We were straight back in with a ball in our hands and into rugby, which is always exciting, rather than just doing your straight line fitness without a ball.
You're heading up to Belfast now on Friday. 2 wins apiece for both yourselves and Ulster. It's turned into a good rivalry over the last few years.
Yeah, massive. It's been a while personally since I played up in Kingspan, so it's really exciting times for us. We know what Ulster are going to bring. Looking back to last year, they beat us twice in the RDS and up there. So I think we'll have a point to prove going up this weekend. But we're under no illusions that it's going to be a very tough game. They're playing great rugby at the moment, and we're really looking forward to the challenge. But it's going to be a tight one.
Everyone's been talking about Stuart McCluskey's performances in the first couple of rounds with Ulster, and just
Yes, Stu's is a great player. He's real talisman for Ulster, and he gets them their go forward ball, but he's built in a nice range of passing and distribution skills over the last few years. So they definitely use him a lot as their go to man. So it'll probably be that'll be in our plan as well. We'd have to look at shutting him down to stop their momentum, but you look across the back line, Billy Burns, Jacob Stockdale's back playing well. They have a wide variety of talented players in the back line that can change a game. So we'll have to deal with all of them, not just Stewart. So it'll be a good game.
You're going to be missing a few players. Obviously, they're away with the Emerging Ireland tour down in South Africa. I mean, as a young player, can you see the benefits of them going away and getting that type of experience now this time of year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's brilliant. The Emerging Ireland Tour for the younger players. Within the windows of your Novembers, your Six Nations, and your summer tours. There's probably not enough rugby for those young players to be put together and to get some involvement and get some experience in the green shirt. So I think it'll definitely grow the players and it'll give them that kind of exposure and that experience to feel like what it's like to play in green.
And obviously, big disappointment for your teammate Kieran Frawley ruled out. I mean, he must be very disappointed not to be tried out.
Yeah, absolutely. He's unfortunately picked up a shoulder knock, but I don't think it's too serious. It's only a couple of weeks, but yeah, Frawls is he's disappointed because it would have been brilliant for him to go and play there as a 10 and to go and test himself and step up to the plate. I suppose as being a captain and being a real leader, and it would have been great for his development. But I've no doubt he'll bounce back after this small shoulder injury, and he'll bounce back on the pitch as he always does.
Thanks very much for your time, Robbie. All the best in Belfast this Friday.
No worries. Thanks a million.
And Robbie, just one question. There was a great buzz in the RDS last Friday. Did the players pick up on that?
Absolutely, yeah. Even from our walk in, we could see the new fan zone in the shed. On the live music and a bit of entertainment on before the game. You could sense that energy that the crowd was there before the game, and even when we ran out at the start, we sensed the energy of the crowd, the buzz. It was brilliant to see for our first home game.
And going forward, the fans seem to want to get in earlier and get into the fan zone. It seems like from the crowd to the players, there's a real buzz for the year coming ahead now.
100%, yeah, and I think obviously the couple of years we had without fans, building that up and getting them back in, but in particular seeing that new fan zone, I think will definitely entice the fans to come and to get into the stadium earlier, because it just builds that, I suppose, that atmosphere, that energy that we need for the game. So yeah, please, I'd encourage the fans to get in and see the new setup. It's brilliant.
Brilliant. Cheers, Robbie.
Thank you.